Morning, everyone. Welcome to our second quarterly public meeting of 2024. If I could ask the secretary to read the public notice statement.
Yes, good morning. Adequate public notice has been given pursuant to the Open Public Meeting Act. Notice have been posted at the board's office and website and emailed to the Department of State and to newspapers of broad circulation within the state.
Thank you. And can we have a roll call, please?
Commissioner Crystal DeLu.
Here.
Commissioner Abdul.
Here.
Commissioner Bange.
Here.
And President Gould-Sadolby.
Here. Thank you. In addition to our quarterly public comment meetings, we also host many stakeholder meetings year-round. So I just want to thank the public for all their input on various subjects throughout the year. We really value input from the public, from industry, and from anyone that wants to include their statements or interest in the board proceedings. We're especially interested in hearing from members of the public who don't often have the opportunity to participate in our regular stakeholder meetings or have not been able to participate in previous meetings. Our next public board meeting is Thursday, June 27th at 10 a.m. That's an atypical day of the week, so I'm just going to say that again. It is on it will be in the BPU boardroom and also live streamed. If you do have lengthy comments today, please do submit your testimony in writing and just summarize the comments for your verbal remarks today. Just want to remind everyone who might be commenting that they should avoid speaking on any matters that are contested before the board. These public meetings are for general policy issues for the board's consideration. Just a couple remarks about next week. Sunday is Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all the fathers that are out there on the board, and to my own father, who is very dear to me, which I think many of my colleagues know. It is also going to be exceptionally warm next week. We are seeing several days over 90 degrees. I think clearly a symptom of the impacts of climate change. So just underscoring the importance of the work that we do in developing clean energy, but just want to make sure that everyone stays safe and takes care of themselves during this exceptionally warm week. Not even quite summer yet at the beginning of the week, and we're seeing temperatures at or near 100 degrees. So that's all from me. Any opening remarks from any of my colleagues? Okay, well, while everyone is welcome to attend the meeting, only pre-registered speakers have the ability to testify today. I know we have a few speakers. We haven't enabled the chat feature, so we cannot accommodate speaking for anyone who did not pre-register. I think we have 3 pre-registered speakers. Lauren can correct me if I'm wrong, but I will ask if we have our first speaker available. Lauren, can you please begin calling the comments?
Yes, our first registered speaker is Sharonda Allen. Sharonda, you may now mute your mic to speak.
Good morning. My name is Sharonda Allen, and I am a steering committee member of the New Jersey Progressive Equitable Energy Coalition, also known as NJPEAK. NJPEAK is a Black and Brown-led coalition advocating for 100% clean energy transition that keeps energy affordable and accessible for all New Jersey families while creating good jobs and protecting the health of marginalized low-income populations and communities of color. NJPEAK strongly supports a clean energy future where we can protect the health of our communities, regardless of their zip code or economic status. Everyone should be able to access clean energy, particularly in their homes and buildings, which people spend over 90% of their time in. That's why building electrification is so important. It removes our exposure to detrimental toxins from fossil fuels while decarbonizing our buildings. This transition can reduce noxious fumes in households across New Jersey. The pilot program, it's the Whole Home Pilot Program, is a critical first step to addressing the persistent practice of deferrals from Comfort Partners and the Weatherization Assistance Program and shifting toward improving the quality, affordability, and efficiency of housing in New Jersey. Too many residents in low-income communities are unable to take advantage of existing energy efficiency programs to make their homes more comfortable and their energy costs lowered because of hazards such as lead paint, asbestos, or leaking roofs in their homes. These hazards must be addressed before efficiency projects can be executed, but the cost of repairs are not sufficiently covered by existing programs. All building trades will benefit from the expansion of the Whole Home Pilot Program to a statewide program because new clean green infrastructure requires installation and maintenance, bringing us closer to energy justice. For those who are unaware, that includes good paying jobs. The Whole Home Pilot Program is the first of its kind to address these issues holistically. Additionally, to ensure uptake and successful implementation of building electrification and related programs, it is critical to have community-based organizations, given their existing relationships with the residents, to serve as outreach leads and/or designated points of contact to provide resources and information. Overarchingly, we applaud the BPU for your efforts to improve building health through electrification, weatherization, and energy efficiency measures, and encourage you to continue strategically carving out an equitable, clean energy future for New Jersey.
Sharonda, sorry to interrupt. I'm just going to ask you to wrap up your comment in a few
I'm all
minutes,
done.
a few seconds.
I'm
Okay,
done.
thank you.
I'm done. That was the end. Thank you. I should have said thank you, but you started talking. But yes, thank you. That's it.
Thank you, Sharonda. We appreciate your comments. And I think that at least since I've been here, this is the first time that you or someone from NJP has participated in one of these. So appreciate you joining today.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you.
Lauren, do we have our next speaker?
Yes, our next registered speaker is Robert Domenico. Robert, you may now unmute your mic to speak.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Robert D. Domenico, and I'm a resident in Salem County, New Jersey. I've lived in New Jersey all my life, except my time in the Navy. I developed the world's next utility system, and the Board of Public Utilities should be aware of this because it's coming and it will change the world. I want to thank Judith Sheft of the Commission for Science and Innovation and Technology, as I have been awarded my first grant. This is the first outside of my own resources to apply in developing the demonstrator pilot. My recent active competitors, both based in Texas, out of Austin, Texas, one recently raised $13 million in a Series A round and has already installed a three-quarter mile long pilot outside of Atlanta. And I'll include more in my remarks, but I want you to know that we have the opportunity to be the leaders here in this state through my company, Cargo Fish. What I build is better. They're making only 3 fatal flaws, but it's still very, very much unknown. One of the biggest criticisms often leveled at me from people who don't realize they're making a mistake is they say we can't possibly do that. We would have to build a new utility, as if we didn't build water, sewer, electric, gas, and a great number of communication systems of varying technologies, and all of which have proven economically viable. Nobody thinks life is better when the power goes out. and I build a new utility. It is effectively a containerized parcel distribution network utility. It will make it unnecessary for people to get in their 2-ton automobiles to drive to the convenience store for an 8-pound gallon of milk. It's the biggest waste of energy currently happening on such massive routine basis is the use of multi-thousand-pound machines that have capacities to carry from half a ton to 2 or 3 tons to come home with 2 pounds of stuff from the convenience store or 20 pounds of stuff from the grocery store. And I'm developing a utility to make that forever unnecessary. I'm developing it here in New Jersey. And once again, I want to thank the New Jersey Economic Development Authority, the New Jersey BPU, and the Commission for Science, Innovation, and Technology. Jonathan Ratner, who retired there, Judith Sheft, just for listening hard enough to realize that what I'm doing is real, it's worth it, and kicking in just enough so that I don't go bankrupt before mid or late next year. So thank you all, and I look forward to anyone that has any questions. I have a website, cargofish.com. I'm active on LinkedIn, and I have a prototype coming together in Cumberland County, right down in South Jersey, which will soon be ready for a demonstration. I expect to be, I'm targeting by late August to be ready for demonstration. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. DiDomenico. If you could submit anything that you have about your project in writing through the secretary's office, that would be greatly appreciated.
And I'd like to add, Robert, thank you for your service, first of all, and thank you for your innovative spirit. And as the president said, we'll be looking forward to reviewing your technology and seeing how we can integrate that into future plans. Keep up the good work.
Okay, Lauren, our next speaker.
Yes, our last registered speaker is Hassan Saleh. Hassan, I'm going to unmute your mic so you can speak. You may now speak.
Great afternoon, everyone. Just a brief intro. My name is Hassan Saleh from V2V Energy. At V2V Energy, we're based out of Connecticut, currently working on utility operations for solar energy in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. Really, it's a great time to be working in renewable energy. We're the only company in the United States that's actually recognizing energy as a fundamental human right. We believe that energy, we should be paying for the extraction and transportation of energy, not for the natural resource itself that's within the ground. And for renewable energy, we're actually really working on large-scale projects. So anything that goes from 500 to 200 megawatts and even possible gigawatts in other states. We're not seeing a big support for large-scale utility projects, and that's really where my comments are going to come in, because as a population, I mean, we're utilizing a copious amount of energy, and it is really needed from us to be able to produce renewable energy to be able to counter our fossil fuel intake as well. Now, I do see a prosperous future for the energy market within the United States, specifically renewables. So that being said, solar, battery storage, disregarding wind turbines and nuclear because of regulations. I think solar is extremely accessible, and we should have an easier approach for it. As of the current moment, the entire application for securing an install is taking more time in New Jersey than Pennsylvania. And that's because of the backing and the delayed timing from the utilities in New Jersey. I mean, if we're talking about PSENG or ACE, and I think these are critical infrastructure points that need to be discussed as to how we can facilitate our renewable operations so that we can produce energy in a cleaner way. And I think this is definitely why I'm on this call. We're on this call to be able to see how we can support anyone who has renewable projects. We have great investors that are always looking to participate. And yeah, should anyone have any questions, you can shoot us a call. You can check out my LinkedIn, Hassan Saleh. And other than that, I'll leave it at that. Thank you for giving me the time to speak. And I hope we have a prosperous green future for New Jersey. There's a lot of empty properties and empty lands in South Jersey, and we'll definitely be taking advantage of that to power our East Coast.
Thank you so much, Mr. Saleh. Just want to make sure that you are participating or engaged with our grid modernization proceeding. We recently proposed grid modernization rules to address some of the issues that I think you're referring to in terms of interconnection. There's definitely more work to be done when it comes to grid modernization. It's a long-term challenge and opportunity that I think New Jersey is facing, along with all the other states in the region and throughout the country. But we do have a proceeding on that, and it has a robust stakeholder engagement process. So I would encourage you to engage in that process as it moves forward.
Perfect. And will do. Thank you so much for the recommendation.
Sure. That's what we're here for. Okay. I think that was our last speaker for today. Lauren can correct me if I am wrong.
Yes, that was the last one.
Great. I thank everyone for our testimony. I think we had some new folks speaking today, so I really appreciate having those new voices join us at the public quarterly meeting. If you do want to submit written comments, please do so by July 12th through the Secretary's office. Again, a reminder that our next board meeting is June 27th. It is a Thursday. And that you can, of course, follow us on social media for any updates. It looks like we have, okay, sorry. Ms. Allen, it looks like you have your hand raised. So can we address your question or comment?
Yes, my apologies. I thought you were signing off. I would like to know how, if you can maybe put in the chat, how we can further engage with the process. I know you did say, social media, but the last gentleman who spoke, you invited him to participate. And I just wanted to know if there could be something that could be posted, written, in the group right now.
Absolutely. If you go to our website, you can sign up for listserv notices so that you can get all the information. The specific grid modernization proceeding, you can find information about that on our website. That's the one that I referenced to the last speaker. But for energy efficiency, and I think you're referring to you referred to the whole house pilot program. That's actually part of our budget, our clean energy budget. So we can't get into detail right now. But I would encourage you to go to the website and follow us on social media and sign up for the listserv notices, and you'll have all the information about any public engagement processes.
Thank you.
Thank you. If there are no closing comments, or if there are closing comments from my colleagues, we have some time, certainly. Okay, can I then have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And so we are adjourned. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. And again, happy Father's Day.